What's up, everybody? It's Zachary with Diamond G Outdoors, and today I'm going to show you how to make the best dang crawfish you've eaten in your entire life. So stay tuned, and we're about to get at it. What we're doing is we're getting everything ready in stages. This will be the first to go into the water once we start getting it heated up. And what we're doing is we like to put pineapple chunks in ours. So we're just taking the pineapple juice, pouring it in the lemons and the oranges, and that'll be the first to go in the boil. We'll let it boil, get all up in that water, and then we'll take the oranges and lemons out to make more room for all the other stuff. And then your potatoes will go next with your garlic and onion. And then once your potatoes boil, since we got small ones here, we got tiny ones, we'll let it come back to a boil. And then we'll go with the crawfish, which are outside. And then we'll let the crawfish cook for about 5 minutes. Once they come to a rolling boil, we'll kill the fire, and we'll chunk this whole pan in right here with your mushrooms, pineapples, sausage, and also the frozen corn. That'll help cool down that water. Not much, but... And then you'll let it soak for a total of 30 minutes soak time. And once that 30 minutes up, everything will be perfect. So what we're doing is we're letting this water come up to a rolling boil. That ain't quite there yet, but we're gonna go ahead and take our first tray here, which got the lemons, the oranges, and the pineapple juice in there. We're going to squeeze them inside of there, let it come to a rolling boil, let them soak in there, get all that flavor and goodness into that water, and then we're going to pull them out and chunk them. That way we have plenty of room for our crawfish here in a little bit with all the fixings. Normally you could leave them in there, but my crawfish boiler ain't the biggest, so got to make do with what we got. Get as much juice as you can in there. That water's starting to get to almost a rolling boil, so we want to give it a little bit of time. Make sure if you're scratching your ass or anything, you wash your hands before, because I just forgot. Ooh, buddy, that sucker's coming to a rolling boil now. Now we got all that pineapple juice. Go ahead and close the lid. We'll let it soak for a good 2-3 minutes, and then we'll pull them suckers out of there. All right, we're done with these here. Let all that goodness drain inside there. Look at that. Now we're going to start getting these crawfish ready. We're going to go ahead and get them cleaned up real quick. Want to make sure that drain plug is open on the bottom. Leave it tilted. He's going to dump all them crawfish in there, and we're going to get some water running on them. So this is the process of how we clean them here. Once that water starts filling up, you'll see a dirty color, and you just keep rinsing them until that water cleans up, and literally that's all there is to it. You ain't got to let them sit for hours or pour salt in them, nothing like that. This is literally all you got to do here. Make sure your water is draining, that way you don't drown them, and good to go. You see any dead ones in there while we're cleaning them, chunk them out. You don't want those in your boil, they'll taste muddy. We're ready for our next tray, which is going to be your onions, your potatoes, and your garlic. Alright, so we got a pint of this seasoning here from Corpus Christi Crawfish. Is where we got our crawfish. And then about a quarter bag of this Go Creole. If it was up to me, this is what I would have used right here with some roux balls, but this is what we got right now. We'll go ahead and dump our seasoning in here. Got our seasoning now. We're ready for this here. All right, now they're ready to go in. Got a pile of dead ones right there. Right back up to a rolling boil. Alright, now we'll let that come back to a rolling boil. And then this corn's still frozen right here. It's gonna help cool it down. You got your mushrooms, your sausage, and your pineapple. As soon as I kill it, that all goes in. And then the 30-minute soak time starts. Much quieter. This is actually my favorite part of the whole boil. Once it soaks up all that juice, man, you just can't beat it. Now you just make sure that this all gets soaked. Once they start getting them juices in there, it'll start falling to the bottom. Of course, sausages don't need to be cooked. The corn, even though it's frozen, I promise you it'll get nice and hot and cooked. And then the mushrooms are just going to soak up all that juice and start sinking. And there we go. Now we wait. And that is the finished product. Most of them mushrooms sunk, some of them stayed floating. We're now ready to eat. Let that juice drain a little bit. Heck yeah. That's all she wrote. Now time to eat. Well, that wraps it up for today's video. We just got done munching down on some crawfish. Turned out pretty dang good. Everybody seemed to enjoy it. We still have quite a bit left over, so we're gonna bag it up. There was only a few of us. We're gonna end up bagging it up, sending some to all the rest of the family back home. And hopefully they enjoy it as much as we did. Look at all that food still left. Appreciate you guys watching. If you got any questions or anything, just shoot me a message on my Facebook. Find me under Zachary Garcia. But until next time, guys, we'll see y'all later.